I need the biggest mug today. This is my little morning ritual that I can't live without. I'm gonna go in and drink this inside with little girl as she comes around this morning, and then we'll have breakfast. Hello Maisie, you waiting like a good girl? Maisie's food has arrived. We mainly give her a raw food diet. Basically, we just store her food in our freezer. Because we feed her some kibble, we do have a few pouches left over at the end of every month, but this works really well just in case there's any like emergencies or delays with delivery. I'm going to put in all the fresh ones now. Maeve is down for her nap, so I'm gonna get my slow cooker out. I'm gonna just cook a chicken casserole. It's gonna be quick and easy. I'm opting for this today. No one come for me. Can't beat these. I'm gonna cook my chicken with a knife and a fork. I have a thing where I just don't like touching raw meat. I feel like someone out there does do this, and I feel like a lot of people can relate. And fair enough, there are people also who can't relate. But I just can't touch raw meat, especially chicken. I think of all the meats to touch, chicken is just the worst in my opinion. I feel like this is normal. I feel like a lot of people do this, but I'm also prepared to be completely wrong on that. I'm basically gonna batch cook this as well, just so I have some that I can freeze and put away during the week. I like to batch cook when I can. It just makes sense when you have a little one. Down, sit. Wait. Maisie has entered her teenage phase. We're at a place with her and her training where she's really good and strong in certain areas, but in other areas she just does not want to listen. She just does her own thing. Like now, she's curious, but just manners and good behaviour, I need to knock that out of her. Because it's just going to become problematic and it's not ideal. You don't really want your dog to be jumping up. See, now she's being a good girl. She's literally just sat in between my legs. So she listened, then she didn't listen, jumped up, did it again. Then I didn't say anything, and now she's being a good girl. Make it make sense. It's not looking too shabby, you know. So I'm just gonna let that simmer for like a good 5 hours. So that is dinner for tonight sorted. So I think the slow cooking diaries need to be continued. Watch this space. Maeve is just stirring from her nap, so I'm gonna go get her up. And we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. It's literally 4:15, and today it literally feels, I feel like I've lived a whole life in one day. I don't know what twilight zone I'm in with May. She's 15 months and I swear I have the terrible twos already. She is so kind of sensitive at the moment. Anything can trigger her. I'm definitely noticing a shift in her behaviour. I feel like we're just in this behavioural phase with her right now. Today of all days, it's been really hard to manage. I just feel like I've lived a life in one day. I hope tomorrow's a little smoother. But if it's not, it's not, and we'll just tackle it head on. But it's just been so challenging, and I'm trying to be there for her, trying to listen to her needs, figure it out, you know. But at the end of the day, I think this is just a little behaviour storm we're in. I'm just back from Aldi, and I picked up this little toy storage unit. Do you know, I like some of her toys on display, but at the same time, when I just need to do a quick tidy up on an evening, or if people are coming around, I just want like an option to throw everything in. And then I said I'd give this one a go. She's having her nap now, and final nap of the day. So while she's down, I have her on the monitor. I'm just gonna make this unit, see how far I get with it. Fingers crossed I can finish it tonight. But I think I'm just gonna need a cup of tea. I'm gonna need a cup of tea. And by the time she gets up, that slow cooker will have worked its magic and dinner will be ready. And then we're into our evening. It's bat night tonight, so she loves that. And I do too, to be fair. Also very much rocking the coleslaw. I'm a coleslaw cream connoisseur. But I was watching one of Molly May's vlogs recently, and she had this little device. It was like a heat device where you could zap your coleslaws. She did say that, you know, it is a bit painful, but I've never seen it like that before. So that's something I'm definitely going to invest in, because I'm just constantly suffering from cold sores. I might have a look on Amazon tonight, see if I can get one. But yeah, it's just, it's part of my personality this week. Coming together. This took me the best part of probably 10 minutes. Now I'm on to the section where I need to put in the lid. I think all in all that took me about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna tidy up, see what I can put in it, see where I'm gonna place it in the room, because I'm running out of space, to be honest. So I've just put it here, and I put her little activity tray, her little abacus, and a little tamarine that her nanan got her. Just fits in there, nice and tidy. I've already fit in a few toys. It's freed up the space that we have in here. It's also freed up these units here as well. Hello, gorgeous girl. You're gorgeous. Oh, kisses. Oh, thank you. Can I come in? I'm going to come in. It's going to get noisy. Right, taste test. Now I have to commit to eating this, because every intrusive thought in my mind saying just throw it back in there, no one will know, but you will know, so I'm going to stop eating it now. I like to go between Henderson's relish in my stews, but then also, right, I'm going to try and say this word, Worcester sauce. Right, that's always really hard for me to say, probably still butchered it. Preferably I like Worcestershire sauce, but all I have in the cupboard is some relish. Hi Maisie! Pepper! I'm gonna put in some garlic. By no means is this a cooking tutorial. Do not follow my advice right now on how to make a chicken casserole. I don't claim to be a chef, nor will I ever claim to be a chef. This is just how I've made it this week. Every week differs. Some days I follow like recipes from scratch, but like I said, this is just going to be a quick and convenient batch meal for me and May for the week. This is the aftermath of today's activities. I know it's literally the last thing you want to do some nights after a really long day, but I just know that I'll be very grateful that I did that in the morning. I have oiled my hair, slugged my skin, full of skincare. The kettle's just boiled. I'm gonna have a decaf tea. I'm gonna sit down and watch a new show on Netflix because I finished Stranger Things and there's nothing else really taking my fancy right now. Hello, Bubba. Sit. Wait. This is the Grinch we got her at Christmas. She loves him. Is it the Grinch? Good morning. It is Thursday today. Before I went to bed last night, I oiled my hair. I've been going on a bit of a hair care journey. I've had a lot of hair loss recently. And basically I'm just trying to tackle that with oiling my hair as much as I can. I was gonna go to bed last night with it all in, but I decided just to have a quick shower. So I had a shower at like 10:30 last night and then blow dried my hair before I went to bed. I'm really happy that I made that decision to wash my hair last night. Maeve is down for her first nap. So the kitchen is a bit of a tip, not gonna lie, from this morning. So I'm just gonna focus on the kitchen a little bit, get that straightened up. Let me show you. These are all clean. I need to put them away. This is a clean cycle, needs to be put away. God, look, they're dirty, so they also need to go in. And just a bit of general sprucing. Told you, Maisie loves her little Grinch. I don't have the heart to take it away from her either. I know he has a Santa hat on, but she can have him. If anyone ever wonders what it's like to have a cocker, this is it. You're gonna constantly chase him with your camera and all your photos and videos are just gonna be blurs because they're just full of energy, but you're having fun! You're having fun! Yeah, look. This is my first vlog ever. By no means is this polished, curated aesthetic. I think that is something that might come over time, but also that's not really my life and I have a lot of time restraints and my windows to be productive are usually when Maeve is down for her naps. and they can range anywhere from like half an hour to an hour. On the really good days, I can get 2 hours out of her. This is just going to be probably a little bit chaotic, probably not very aesthetic, but you know what, it's my real life. And I'm hoping maybe over time, you know, things will get a little bit more polished. I mean, I don't even have a tripod at the moment, so I'm literally trying to find angles in the house by using cupboards, by stacking mugs on top of each other. So I'm very aware that this is not a really polished or nice looking or aesthetic vlog at the moment. Is that something I aspire to do? Absolutely. But right now I'm working against the clock. I'm gonna try and get as much as I can done, and I'm just taking you along with me. But yeah, just wanted to kind of, I guess, get that off my own chest for my own peace of mind. I know a lot of people probably don't care. Like, my goal right now isn't to make aesthetic, polished, creative looking vlogs. It's just to start vlogging. As I get in the swing of things, I'll get more comfortable. I don't know if there's people that are going to watch this and have a certain expectation. I'm going into this with no expectations, so just be completely transparent. What you're watching is what you're going to get at the moment, and look, over time it might get a little bit more polished, it might be a bit more creative, and it might become a little bit aesthetic. But if it doesn't become any of those things either, I'm okay with that. I'm hoping to make homemade sausage rolls for Maeve today. We obviously have our chicken casserole that I made last night. Sorry, I'm gonna put this in the bin. And by homemade, I mean I literally have bought the pastry from the shop, and they're just gonna be some sausages from a packet. I'm gonna do a speed clean, and then I'm gonna try and get them in the oven and sorted. All while she's down for a nap. I've lived a life since I last saw you. I've even been to Costco and back. I'm literally about to have the worst girl dinner. I'm not even gonna go there. I mean, do I? Right, I'm gonna regret showing you this, but I've just put goujons in. My appetite has been funny today. Like I said, I've been getting over a flu and I'm still not 100% right. Goujons and some Nando's Peronaise it is. I'm gonna check out, I'm gonna have my girl dinner and a decaf tea, and that's me done for the night. Maeve's down for her first morning nap. In that time, I'm gonna try, have a shower, do my skincare, blow dry my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, and then get a start on all the washing downstairs. I was such a lush girly when I had a bath. Obviously in this house we just have a shower, so I'm hoping in our next home we have a bath. It's pretty much non-negotiable. Aldi started doing these kind of fake lush products. It's like the knockoff of the Snow Fairy. I've been picking this up in every weekly shop that I can manage to grab it. But the body scrub, I can never get my hands on this. They just seem to be restocking the body wash. So yeah, I'm just dying to stock up on this. I'm using it really sparingly, but honestly, I cannot tell the difference between this and the Snow Fairy. Oh, I love it. Right, I'm gonna shut up now and get into the shower because time is ticking away. Just because I have cold sores. Why was that raspy? I'm just gonna put some lip balm on, try and not touch them. I need brow recommendations. I really loved this brow fibre gel from MAC. It was really good for helping giving my brows volume, but its holding power wasn't great. Also has a really good tint that I like, but it's just not a holding brow product in my opinion. Well, it hasn't been for my brows anyway. I feel like I've had loads of brow products under the sun. Another one I tried, brow tint from Refi. I don't think it's right for my brows. The product payoff just doesn't stick to my brows. I just want a brow product that has holding power, tints my brows, but then also something that fills my brows. And I'm a lazy person. I'm not going to have a pencil, a gel or whatever. I just literally want something I can go and then and hey presto. This is the most human I think I've looked and felt probably in this whole vlog this week. So I'm gonna go get dressed, then I'm gonna get cracking on that washing. Maeve's still down. Honestly, I'd love nothing more than to go downstairs and have a cup of tea. But look, I need to face that mountain of clothes. This is my toxic trait. Like, why do I do this to myself? Whispering because Maeve is still down for her nap next door. But progress is progress. I've washed these clothes, I've dried these clothes, and now I've brought them upstairs. The last bit is just to put them away. But I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to go downstairs and have a cup of tea because I am parched. I might make my Yeti as well because I don't remember the last time I drank some water. And I'm talking about, could have been sometime last week. I'm going to get my together because this, like I said, this is a toxic trait of 2025, Caitlin. This is not going to be a 2026 trait, Caitlin. We're going to do little and often. We're going to get on top of it. If I say it out loud, if I'm this delusional, surely it will manifest into real habits and behaviours to be continued. Last time you saw me, I dropped off all that washing on the bed. And then since then, I've had a change of heart. I've just put on the slightly dressier knit jumper, but I can't have my hair down. It needs to go back. It needs to be a slick. I was just running around doing some little bits and bobs, and it's triggering me. I'm having a bit of a debate right now with my hair. Very much in a love-hate relationship with it at the moment. Something that I've been experiencing, particularly over the past year, has been a lot of hair loss. I was always blessed with very thick hair compared to what my normal is, with the thickness of my hair, and particularly hair fallout. Anytime I brush it with like all my different brushes in the shower, my hair loss is just really accelerated. And how I have seen that as well is breakage, what you would call baby hairs. And it's very confusing at this time because you're like, is it regrowth or is it breakage and fallout? But I definitely I think it's a mixture of both. I've been nourishing my hair a lot with oils over the past few months, particularly hair syrup. I really love hair syrup products. They're quite affordable and they're just a lovely range. Hair syrup as a brand just feels very accessible for me right now and it ticks a lot of boxes. So I've been using them for a few months. I would say like the condition of my hair, like the hair that I have, it's so hydrated and soft, but I think it's going to take, a couple more years of hair growth to see that breakage heal. But basically, why am I telling you this? I have quite long hair. It goes like down to the nape of my back. I'm getting that itch. You'll just hear Maeve in the background. I'm getting the itch to cut it into a bob again. I'm familiar with bobs. I've had bobs in the past. Although when I initially get it done, it feels great. I feel like I've cut off all this dead and damaged hair and it's a bit of a refresh, and I know it'll do my hair the world of good in the long term. But there is a point with bobs and having short hair in the past where I start to fall into a bit of regret. I don't know if in the past it was because I was young and you get your confidence from your looks and your hair, and obviously as I've grown up and I've had a shift, especially going into motherhood, I don't place as much importance on how I look every day. I've come to peace with that. I'm very comfortable not wearing makeup. I'm very comfortable having my hair in like a very messy updo, because they're just not my priorities or they're not my focuses right now. My focus is obviously caring for Maeve and the house and the animals. Is this something I'm going to do this time around? I'm going to love it, and especially because I'm getting older, like I say. And it's like, is it just a coming of age thing? Am I going to really fall into my mum era? Am I going to slip back into those little insecurities I had? I know when I get the chop done, no, it's probably the best thing that I could do for my hair at the moment, but am I going to regret it? So I don't know. It's only hair. It always grows back. I can attest to that. I've had so many bobs over the years. I don't know, my hair is just crying at the moment. And even though I am nourishing it, it's just The fallout and the breakage is really bad at the moment. I don't know. Right, Maeve's just woken up, so I better go get her. A few hours later, Maeve's downstairs with her dad. So I thought I would come up and take advantage of the time. I'm gonna take all this makeup off, get in my cozies. Progress report. All the clothes are gone. It wasn't that bad, to be fair. It was one of those things that just looked worse than it was. It was mostly towels and pajamas and, you know, those snoods. I love our snoods. So yeah, anyway, all done. These cold sores are just spreading and getting worse. What are these? Actually some dinner left on my face, lovely. Gonna have a really chill one. I might even treat myself to a glass of wine. Ooh. And then I'm just feeling like a movie night. It's been a long week and it's been one of those weeks, so I basically just want to recharge my battery this weekend. So I'm gonna set out a little bit of a plan and just make sure like rest and relaxation is a part of that plan. I'm gonna end it here today and I'll pick my camera back up and we'll see where the weekend takes us.